Hey, it's me. Welcome to my channel, The Way, What is Truth. Remember to like and subscribe and comment down below, okay? Now, I'd just like to recommend a truly amazing story that had all the doctors around him absolutely astounded and flabbergasted. And the hospital which this guy was in, this guy called Bruce Van Natta, could not explain how he survived. Now, basically what happened is that he got crushed underneath a logging truck in the year 2006, okay? And there was only that much of his body left, really, and he was crushed as if by a blunt guillotine. You know, have you got any idea how much a logging truck weighs? And the whole of that weight went onto his body. Now, the doctors gave him about 2 weeks left to live because they thought he would die of starvation because not enough nutrients was going to reach his body because his intestines were crushed. Now, this guy's been on podcasts and more than one video has been done about him, so definitely do your research about this guy. This is one of the best proofs of the supernatural and of God's holy angels working in the whole world, okay? And it's proof of the power of the Lord Jesus Christ. I remember a few details of the story. I don't remember everything. I do remember that a couple of priests went into the hospital and one of the priests touched his forehead and he felt power going down from his forehead through his body, and he could feel some of his intestines wriggling about and actually growing back on the inside of him. So there was some sort of supernatural power coming from the priest's hand. And yeah, because the doctors only gave him 2 weeks to live, literally, because his body was not going to get enough nutrients to survive, okay? So it's truly an amazing story, and just miracle after miracle after miracle happened whilst he was in hospital. This guy should have been dead within 2 weeks. The doctors gave him a maximum of 2 weeks, okay? And now it's just one of those things that the doctors and hospitals cannot explain. But he explains how when he was crushed under that logging truck, his soul left his body, he floated up to the ceiling, and he could see what was going on underneath him. He could see his friend holding him and like whimpering and crying. In fact, whilst he was out of his body and unconscious physically, but his soul could see what was going on. And he could even see where all of the paramedics came in and which directions and which route they took into the garage, which would have been impossible unless he was telling the truth about being outside of his body. Okay? It's just truly an amazing, incredible story, and it's been proved on so many levels. He's even managed to convince many atheists of the existence of God. That's how powerful his testimony is, and the doctors that are involved and everything, and about the priest, how he came into the hospital and touched his forehead and he could feel some of his intestines grow back. Not all of his intestines, just enough to keep him alive. And then things progressed from there, and he saw two large angels between 7 and 8 feet tall kneeling down either side of his body with their hands inside of his body. They weren't lifting his body up, but they had their hands inside of his body as if they were keeping him alive, you know. And one of the paramedics that came in, it was the female paramedic which came in to see this guy, okay, Bruce Van Natta, and she just so happened to be a Christian. And I think he said something along the lines of one of the angels sort of moved aside a little bit and sort of acknowledged the woman because she was a Christian as she came to try and to try and resuscitate him and everything. Anyway, it's a really amazing story, so definitely check it out. Bruce Van Natta Saved by Angels, and there's lots and lots of videos about Bruce Van Natta. He's also written a book, which you can buy on Amazon as well. So yeah, I just felt that I absolutely had to mention the Bruce Van Natta story. That's Bruce, VANNATTA. Bruce Van Natta, yeah? So at the risk of rambling on, I'm going to end the video. I hope you're well and everything. Remember to like and subscribe and comment down below, right? I'll see you on the next one. Take care and bye bye.